Season 27 of The Voice. Ricardo Moreno's incredible singing won over admirers early in the competition. Coaches like Michael Bublé and Kelsey Ballerini were thrilled with Moreno's electrifying rendition of Paul Anka's "Put Your Head on My Shoulder." One recent performance, however, perfectly captures the beauty of his voice. Moreno posted video of himself performing the National Anthem with such a strong voice in August 2025. The singer wrote in the caption of his photo, "It was an honor to sing the National Anthem." Moreno sang the National Anthem entirely a cappella, which further enhanced his already amazing vocals. "You sound so. It's amazing that you don't need any music assistance," one admirer gushed about Moreno's vocals in the video's comment section. "I got chills," they wrote. The reason Bublé finally utilized his coach replay in Season 27 to guarantee Moreno this performance of the National Anthem demonstrates his commitment to Moreno. This performance of the National Anthem. Even though the California native won't be returning in Season 28, his previous coach will, as Moreno was an essential part of Team Bublé in Season 27, as he competes against other coaches Reba McEntire, Niall Horan, and Snoop Dogg. This autumn, Bublé will actually be aiming for his third Voice victory. The coaches are having a wonderful time filming the new season, as evidenced by behind-the-scenes video from the set. The socks Bublé will be wearing at some point in Season 28 are something fans should pay attention to. All we'll say is that Bublé talked about why he enjoys his role as a coach on The Voice. In an interview with NBC Insider, "For the artists, this is about them," he remarked. "It's not about us. We adore our home here. We enjoy participating in the process. We've come and gone, and the individuals in the red seat shift. Yet, the show continues to be successful. For a reason. It is as a result of their careful protection of the artists, and that is the show's legacy." The first few notes, crystal clear, rich, and commanding, rose into the air as the lights went down and the audience fell silent, dressed in a fitted navy blue suit. Ricardo Moreno, The Voice's breakthrough star, stood at the center of the stage with one palm over his heart and the other firmly grasping the microphone. The stadium became a place of awe and reverence as he started to singing the National Anthem, a moment that would live on in everyone's memory. When Ricardo Moreno shocked viewers with his blind audition on The Voice, he initially became well known. He has subsequently been praised as one of the most genuine and emotionally charged artists to ever take the stage thanks to his flexible tone that combines soulful grit with classical accuracy. Fans were not adequately prepared for the gravity of what they saw during his rendition of the National Anthem. However, by any performance, fight round or live concert, tens of thousands of people attended the sold-out baseball game under the lights, and millions more watched on national television. The venue was crowded. It was more than simply a show. It was a 2.5-minute celebration of artistry, camaraderie, and pride. People experienced chills from the moment Ricardo's voice rose through the opening sentence. His method was straightforward, but each note was carefully considered. A pure soaring tenor that honored the song while transforming it into something new was all that was present without any overruns or over-embellishment. He let his voice rise like a wave crashing against the coast when he arrived at the climactic land of the free, then flowed smoothly into the last line. A flood of applause exploded throughout the stadium. Ricardo's path to this momentous occasion was not an overnight triumph. Growing up in a humble neighborhood in San Antonio, Texas, music was both an escape and a way to connect with the world. In a recent interview, Ricardo recalled, "I used to sing in the kitchen while my mom cooked dinner. Your voice is going to take you places one day," she would always assure me. I didn't believe her at the time, but I suppose mothers are always aware. Ricardo never dreamed that his talent would one day enthrall a national audience while working long hours at a local community center and performing at small events like weddings, church services, and local fairs. Prior to The Voice, he was encouraged to try out for the program by his buddies who submitted his application video without notifying him until he received a call back. He chuckled. "At first, I thought it was a prank. It turned out to be the greatest surprise I've ever received." His moving performance of a John Legend tune during his blind audition turned all four chairs in less than 20 seconds. It was more than simply his command of the voice. It was the genuineness of his delivery and the unadulterated passion that poured out of each word. In the end, Ricardo decided for Teen Legend, a choice that would influence his art in unexpected ways. Now fast forward to this momentous performance, a crowded stadium on a late summer evening with the pressure of expectation bearing down on him. Even seasoned pros find it difficult to sing the national anthem due to its legendary significance and broad range. Ricardo, however, handled it with the same discipline and humility that he displayed on The Voice. According to witnesses, the pitch went silent as soon as he opened his mouth. A collective silence replaced the typical game day cacophony, including the crowd's chatter and the crackle of the loudspeakers. He painted each word with care in his beginning lines, which were steady and warm with a controlled yet evident fiber. His confidence grew as the song went on. His voice echoed like a light over the pitch as it rose smoothly to the anthem's lofty peaks. Ricardo later remarked, "I felt like I was floating. Neither the audience nor the cameras were on my mind. As I summed this song as a child, I couldn't help but think about my dad, who was in the military, and how proud he always was." The response was visceral and instantaneous. Within seconds of his last remark, social media was ablaze with posts. Supporters praised his voice as angelic, spine-tingling, and the best performance of the national anthem since Whitney Houston's legendary Super Bowl performance. On X, previously Twitter, one fan wrote, "Ricardo Moreno just redefined what it means to sing the anthem. Pure, strong, and sentimental. I was shivering the entire time. He didn't overdo it. He respected the song and somehow made it sound new again." Another person said, "Stunningly beautiful." Alumni and other coaches from The Voice also had something to say. "Once my student, always my student." The caption that John Legend used while reposting the video tonight, "Ricardo, you made us proud." According to Kelsey Ballerini, "That's how it's done. Well done, Ricardo." In a sea of anthems performances, what distinguishes Ricardo Moreno's performance? Vocal trainers note to his perfect breath support, his ability to maintain extended phrases without strain, and his dynamic control. But more than that, they were impressed by his restraint. Maria Hernandez, his previous vocal coach from San Antonio, described Ricardo's voice as having the ability to run all over the place if he so desired. However, he is aware of when less is more. He offered us passion without the unique gift. The way he recited the lines also had an air of closeness. He seemed to be singing to each person individually, even in a huge stadium, reminding them of the song's meaning, its tenacity, its optimism, and its promise. This performance is a waters for Ricardo. He has been steadily establishing himself in the music business since his experience on The Voice by writing original songs, performing in local venues, and working with musicians from a variety of genres. However, performing the national anthem on such a large scale has elevated him to a new level of fame. In the 24 hours after the event, his staff reported that his music streams increased by more than 200%. Bookings for forthcoming shows